Good afternoon, I guess. Late morning. What do you guys call 11:30? Do you consider it morning, afternoon? Let's get this all going. Oh, I've got one. Hi, Rosie. Two. Welcome. Hi. I think it's going to be a little bit quieter. I was trying to kind of figure out what's going to happen here with school. I think people do still want the drawings, but at the same time, they're doing schoolwork and, all of that. So we'll see. For now, of course, the times are at 11:30. Wednesdays will sometimes be live, sometimes they won't. You just will know once you show up. Fridays will always be live. And then Saturday, Sip and Draw, we have one this Saturday. And then from that point, they'll be the first and third Saturday of every month. Drawings will still always live on the page in full after they're completed. We'll post them so people can do them at any time. Still, please post your drawings. You can share them, at any time. If you do the drawing a year later, you can still post it. So we're kind of focusing on back to school this week. So we're doing just kind of a generic back to school drawing today. On Friday, we will be doing a back to school doodle page. And then on Saturday, I wanted to try to somehow incorporate school into the theme for Saturday. And I thought, what more fun way than doing Grease? So we're going to do a Grease themed drawing. You can put on your Grease themed music and yeah, we'll have fun with that. We'll definitely have trivia. So watch Grease and study all your fun facts. So good morning. So let me show you the drawing that we're doing today. Hi, Mom. All right, so we have a little back to school cat. I drew him with kind of an oversized backpack because I thought that would be kind of funny. You can definitely decorate your backpack if you want. Maybe, your backpack is kind of floral or polka dots or something like that. You can add that. And again, I'm not doing drawings in color when I first show them. I've been loading these onto the page, as a coloring sheet. So all drawings will be in black and white, and then when we draw them together, they will be colored in. So this is what we are doing today. So maybe you're a kiddo and you're going back to school today, or maybe you're going back to school next week, or maybe you are a parent or a grandparent and you can draw it for one of the kiddos in your life that's going back to school. So to begin with, I'm going to start with the backpack, and I'm going to adjust this shape a couple times. I'm going to curve around and then kind of come out at an angle. I'm wondering if I gave myself, yeah. You want to make sure you're giving yourself enough room to add the cat. So your cat, the head is going to be right here. So I have enough room here. I end up with some empty space here on the paper. So you could move this over if you wanted. So this is angled out. You're going to then curve it downward. And then back in. And again, this will probably get adjusted by me a couple times once I get the cat in, but I start with just that backpack shape, and then I'm going to add my cat. So my cat's head, I want actually smaller than the backpack. So I'm just drawing a circular shape. Cat ears here at the top, making them a little pointier on this drawing. And then the inside of the ears, I'm gonna make this ear a little bit bigger. The cat's body will curve out, around, and back in. And of course, my backpack line, I'll just erase that. And then for the feet, I'm going to do a little line coming down, hump it around, and back in. And then I'm just going to do another one in the front of that. Very simple on the feet. I wanted my cat to be wearing glasses, so I'm going to do big circles inside of the face. Two little lines to connect those, and then the little lines going out to the sides. Good morning. Ooh, the dentist. I go to the dentist next month. I'm not really excited for it. Especially because I have no dental insurance right now, but that's another story. The nose, I'm going to do a little upside down triangle for the nose. And then a line down the middle, and then a curve off of each side for that cat mouth. I might even put a little tongue on it today. Now the glasses I will make thicker when I do the pen. I'm going to outline it and then I'm going to make that line a little bit thicker. If you wanted to do like colorful glasses, you could actually draw. In fact, maybe I'll do that. I'll put colored glasses on. You could draw the frame. Just putting a smaller circle on the inside. And then I'm going to do the eyes. So circle, circle. Do a curve inside of that circle, curve inside of this circle, and then the little circle of light inside. The eyes look a little bit crossed. I'll fix that when I use the pen. I need to make them a little bit more in the middle. Okay, so once you have this, I will do the arms and stuff later. I want to kind of work on the backpack a little bit more. So the backpack is going to be broken up into two different parts. You kind of have the back. So I'm going to do a line. So see right here where we have this V? You're going to do a line that just kind of curves and comes down into this shape. And then it's going to go out to the front and then over to the back. So kind of an angled line. So this is the bottom portion of the backpack. This is the top portion, but this is the back of the backpack, and this is kind of the side and the front. And then I'm going to put a handle. So I'm going to start this handle line off to the side here, just a little bit in from the edge. And bring it over. And then backpacks always have that little, where they're kind of sewn on with a little tab. So I'm going to put a little squared shape right here. And then this line is going to come into the edge of the handle. Because we're seeing the top portion of the handle, and then we're seeing the inside of the handle. So you'll put another line coming down from that. Connect these two, and then put a little line going out to the side. So this is the little tab where it's sewn on here. This is the little tab where it's sewn on here. And this little line going across will end up getting erased. So you end up with this handle shape. You can see it a little bit better here. So the top portion of the handle, and this is that inside portion of the handle. And then just a little bit over from that, I drew a line that curves down almost to, leaving a little bit of room here. I'm going to do another skinny line right up against that. I'm going to put a little curved shape for the top portion of the zipper. And then the zippers kind of have that little figure 8 shape where they kind of curve out in like that. So it looks like a little peanut. And you can put a little square at the top of it, or rectangle, and a little circle at the bottom. And then you end up with what looks like a zipper. You could also, off the front here, do a little pocket. They usually have that front pouch, so you could just add a little line. Kind of comes down into the bottom. And maybe has a little, this is where the zipper would be on that. You could draw another zipper in, or just imagine that it's around on the other side. Just kind of adding some more detail to the backpack. And then for the strap, I'm going to start with a little square here. Again, for the part that the strap is sewn onto the bag with. And then I'm going to draw into the cat. And then here into the cat, getting narrower. All of these lines will end up being erased. So if you went on your head a little bit, the part that goes over the body, and then right here off to the side, you're going to just draw a little curve for the cat's arm. And then this strap is going to come down from the other side. And be sewn on to a little square there. And then on this side, you'll just put that little bit of curve of the cat's hand. and you'll put a little bit of strap line above it and a tiny little bit of strap line below it. So you kind of have the other side of the backpack along that side of the cat. You can give him a little ground line to stand on. He looks really silly right now to me because his eyes are kind of goofy. I'm going to fix that once I work in the pen. And you could give him stripes if you want. If you're doing stripes, you kind of just do little ovals in, or you could make him a spotted cat and just put little, maybe he even has a spot that goes around an eye. On the leg. Now I didn't give him a tail on the other drawing, but I'm going to add a little tail here today. So I'm just going to have my tail kind of coming off the cat and going up to the backpack as if it's going back behind. But if you'd rather the tail was on top, you know, you could just draw the tail right over your backpack and then just erase that portion of the backpack. In fact, maybe I'll do that. I'm just fixing my tail, guys. Sorry, it got a little bit weird there. I'll give a little spots on the tail. This will be erased. Now, I wrote back to school. You can write that if you like. I know there are different ages of people here, so if you're, you know, a kid and you're just even learning to write, period, this might be a little bit hard. But when I write in really bubble letters, I'm just making sure that all of my shapes are very rounded. So my letter B is very rounded. Everything is circular. And I like to build letters off of each other. So the A will be tucked back behind. And again, rounded on this little end and then rounded in and then the circle in the center. My C is built off of the A. The K is building off of the C. Everything very rounded and bubbly. And then the other little line for the K you'll see in the back. And the key here is just to really round out everything and then try to make your letters about the same size. When you do bubble letters like this, it's kind of fun because you can actually decorate inside of them too. You can color them, you know, in polka dots or stripes, or you can also kind of do an outline around them and color the outline, but leave the letters black, leave the letters white. You can kind of do some fun things with lettering. I don't teach lettering too much, mostly because I don't quite know how to describe what I'm doing. And because, you know, again, we have kids who might not even know how to write their letters yet or are just learning. Back to school. Maybe I'll do a little exclamation point on this one. There we go. Now I'm ready to outline. So we have a big portion of kids who just started back today. And then I know my school district, we start next week on Wednesday. It was weird waking up on a Monday and not drawing with you guys. And like I said before, I may make modifications to the schedule. So, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel like people are having the opportunity to do it because of schooling, then we might switch it up to different days or different times. I think Friday is going to end up being our more popular day. And I know some of the schools are teaching art, some are just encouraging art independently, so this gives everybody a chance to get some art in. And good, you're drawing on your own on the days that you're not drawing with me. I like that. I think that's important. I think everybody, you also need to sometimes practice on your own and look at drawings. Just find images you like. I've even seen people find cards that they like and then they try to recreate the cards. It's nice having the instruction, and sometimes you, though, will become a better artist when you kind of instruct yourself and look at a drawing and try to deconstruct it. And what's the worst that happens is you mess it up a little and you erase and start over. And that's how we learn. And that's why we start in pencil. Then it's not quite as big of a deal. But then it's fun too to challenge yourself and do some in pen. So if you're going to do that, find something that's a little bit easier, that you feel comfortable with. It's just enough to challenge you, but not so much that you find you're frustrated. Because if you're getting really frustrated, you're kind of defeating the purpose, I think, of creating art. Art should be relaxing and fun. I just have, oh, I forgot this little line. And I just have my cat's face to finish. It's been fun seeing pictures of some of the kids who are going back to school. You know, we've kind of been so used to taking that first day of school picture, and I was thinking, man, I hope parents still do that, because I think it's still a good memory, especially if your kids are used to doing it. One of my girlfriends today even posted her kids, and they were in their pajamas still. So first day of school in the pajamas. But when they're on camera, it just looks like they have a t-shirt on. I'm just moving those circles of light inside the eyes so I wasn't ending up with eyes that look like they were looking different directions. I have my son take a first day of school picture in front of the same chalkboard every year. And it's nice because it gives me a gauge of how much he's growing each year. Oh, my ground line. And like I said, you could do stuff inside the backpack, decorate your backpack. You could color it tie-dyed. Stripes or flowers or, I don't know, polka dots. Or just color it your favorite colors. Maybe you color it your school colors. I like the tail. I'm glad I added a tail. I might have to go back in and add a tail to the other one. Okay. The cat does have whiskers. I'm going to add those on now. So I just do three little lines. You can add more if you like. But yeah, I like to put some whiskers on the cat. Sometimes those little details get missed when I'm erasing. So I'm going to color in my eye. You can make your eye a color too. You don't have to always do black around this. And I'm going to do my glasses in a color today. In my other drawing, I made them just black, thick black frames, but this time I'm going to give them a blue. Do I have any kids here drawing with me, or is it all adults this morning? Incoming first grader mom. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I need a pink. I want to do that little tongue in pink. And I'm also going to do the inside of the ears in pink. Carla, did you guys start school today, or do you start next week also? I'm going to color some of my spots yellow and some of them orange, and then leave the cat white. But you, of course, can color your cat any color you want to. Maybe you didn't even make yours spotted. Maybe you made yours more tiger striped. I kind of like that calico cat look. Oh, okay. We go to the same school then. I'm going to color an ear orange too. Maybe the tip of the tail. Yeah, I do think these next few weeks will be a little bit quiet as far as kids drawing is concerned, because everyone's just really figuring out how school's going to work. And if the art fits into school time, or is it something that's done after? There we go. Kind of gave him a little bit of a calico look. Now for my backpack, I'm going to do the little zipper, silver, or gray, I guess. It's not really silver. And that little zipper stripe here. And here. And I think I'll do the backpack stripes, or straps, not stripes, straps and handle blue. And so remember to color just a little bit over here. Remember you put a little bit of a backpack strap on this side with the cat's little paw on the other side of it. I guess the good thing is this year our kids won't have to carry heavy backpacks. My sons seem to be getting heavier with each passing year. No lunch bags, though I'm really tempted, I gotta say, to like pack him a lunch and in a bag, and that's what he gets to eat during the day, because otherwise we end up with a I'm hungry, I want a snack all day long situation. I know lots of other parents had that too. It's amazing how they don't starve when they're at school, but man, when they're home, they're always starving, aren't they? Then again, I probably eat more when I'm at home too than when I'm sitting in the office. So I get it. You got that fridge and that pantry handy. I'm going to put a couple different colors in my backpack. Just this is where I'm adding some pops of color to the drawing. So I got those straps, dark blue. I'm doing this front part of the backpack, kind of a pretty teal blue, aqua. Hi, Elena. A little bit of blue where the holes of that zipper are, so that way they look like the openings. Pencil's getting needs to be sharpened. And I think I'm going to do that front pocket a bright green. And maybe that lower portion, that same green. That's awesome. Does she have a little hand sanitizer hanging from it? That's definitely going to be on our back to school doodle page. Hand sanitizer, mask. I know I wash my hands a lot, but I've probably used hand sanitizer more in the last 6 months than I have in my whole life. I'm going to take a green and just run it a little bit along this bottom edge. I don't really color the backgrounds in too much on these, but I'll just add a little bit of color down here, and I just use the side of my pencil to make it easier. Kind of fade it out a little like that. And then you can just really kind of decide like what you want to do with your back to school letters. You can, color them all in. You could add, that's a really light color. I wanted my neon. You could add like polka dots into them. It's kind of what I'm going to do. Kind of accentuate that like bubbliness of the lettering. So I'll do some yellow polka dots in every other letter. And then I'll pick another color, maybe a hot pink. And when I'm doing polka dots, sometimes I put them in full. Sometimes you'll just see part of the polka dot, like off of the edge. So like that one, I'm just doing part of a dot, and then I'll do a full dot right there. There's no good or bad way, though, to do it. You can do it however you like. You can do smaller dots, no dots. And then I'll get my hot pink. And I'll do that. Maybe I'll do these little guys inside. So then I have a mix. So see, doesn't have to be the same, doesn't have to match up. One has dots. Oh, I got that one wonky. Just like that. There we go, our little back to school cat. All I'm missing is my name, my age, and where I'm from. And there we go. We have our back to school drawing, our first drawing of our school week. We will be back on Friday. It will be a live drawing. We are doing a school doodle page, so expect lots of little school items. Some of them we have drawn before in past drawings. Our cute little pencil guy will be there. But then we'll draw some like new fun stuff in there too. That drawing will be at 11:30. And I will upload the coloring page to the group as well for those that just want to color. So I hope you guys all have an awesome, awesome Wednesday. If you went back to school, I hope you had a great first day. And I will see you guys on Friday. Happy drawing!